Alright guys, got a little bit of a different video today. This is my 1972 Chevy K20 pickup. If you don't know what K20 means, it's 4-wheel drive, 3/4 ton. My dad bought this a long time ago before I was born, and he's kind of just given it to me for a truck that I drive. It's got a 4-inch lift on it, 31-inch tires with these nice aluminum rims. And of course, it's got lock-in hubs. So far what I've done is I've patched the floor on the driver's side because it was completely rotted out. I've been doing mostly body work on this, and I've only put about 2 cans of Bondo into it. I've done the Bondo on the front quarter panels, I guess you would call them, and just needs a little bit more sanding and paint, because one layer of paint that I did it started bubbling, and I tried to sand it and now it's all lumpy. So I just got to finish the sanding on that and then prime it and put some GM white on there. The box is not the original box. The old box was completely rusted out. You can move one of the box sides 6 inches probably without any effort, and you'd had to pinch the box side in to close the tailgate, and it was just could not be fixed. So I scrapped that other one out and bought this box, completely almost rust-free box, where the only rust was puny little holes along the fender, the edge of the fender, and I just filled those in with Bondo, and I still have to finish sanding that. And there were a few dents, and I have one more dent to fix, but it's so big I think I might just get a replacement panel that I can just weld in there. But this box that I have has a wood floor in it that originally had steel straps holding planks in, but now those boards are rotted out and the straps are rotted out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bolt some 3/4 inch plywood in there and treat it with truck bed liner on both sides, and then bed liner the whole inside of the box. For an engine, this truck has a 5.7 or a 350. It's got a 850 CFM carburetor, Rochester Quadrajet, that I put on there, because the other carburetor, which was like a 600 or a 650 CFM, was in pretty bad condition. So I got that carburetor with a deal with 3 lawnmowers that I bought. I got that with the deal. So I slapped that on there after I cleaned it, and so I have more CFM going into my motor, and I believe that this motor has a little bit bigger cam in it, and it has a Excel high performance distributor and coil. And this engine really needs a tune-up too. It needs new spark plugs. There's a leak in the oil pan that it was just a little pinhole leak that I fixed with JB Weld, 2 layers of JB Weld. And now it just needs the oil changed. It has a new oil filter that I just kind of put on there, just so I had it on there so I didn't have another part to carry around. So I still have to put new spark plugs, new spark plug wires, change the oil, and maybe a couple other things, flush the cooling system. And about 3 months ago, I put a brand new rebuilt 350 turbo tranny in it. That was put in there because the other one blew from years of pulling a mud truck. We still need to actually break it in completely. I don't think the torque converter is filled with tranny fluid yet because it slipped, or not slips, but it takes a while to engage. And for exhaust right now, well, there is no exhaust, pretty much just the long pipes from the headers on there. A lot of people are going to probably hate me for this, but I have a really good idea of putting my exhaust stacks up the back of the cab, which on a newer truck, especially for a gasser, wouldn't look the best. But since this is an older truck, stacks with CB antennas would look pretty cool. So I'm going to actually do that. It's not going to be a big like 6-inch pipe. It's just going to be like 4 or 5-inch pipe. So it, because if you have big pipe, you need a big engine to fill the pipe with sound. Otherwise, it'll just sound empty. So those big pipes are good for diesels. What I'm actually working on now, that I just did all this last night, but the corners of where the windshield sits on that little lip is completely rusted out, and on the inside too, because when I have a visor for this, and when a guy tried to bolt it on, and I don't know what he did, I think he just maybe drilled the holes too big and water got in around it and completely rusted a hole in the top, and then that let water in and come through here and just completely rusted out the corner here of the windshield and the bottom corner too. And so on the top, I pretty much got the lip for the windshield trim to go on, and I just need to kind of slowly fill around there. It's going to be hard, but I think I might just kind of weld pieces of steel to the good steel that's there and not try and weld it to the pretty much expanding foam insulation, and Bondo is all that is up there in the corner because somebody didn't want to take the effort and put steel there. So I think I might just put some steel in there and lay some Bondo over it and shape it real nice. Well, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna make this video just kind of an introduction, showing you what I'm working on, what it is, what I need to do to it, what I have done to it. And the next video, I think we'll be finishing up that corner, doing some wiring, maybe some other small bodywork here and there, and we'll go from there.